Hello! Welcome back and welcome into the new year. Happy 2021. Woo! Today I'm going to be doing a tour of the very last sketchbook that I finished, the most recent one that I finished. And yeah, let's get into it. So I started this sketchbook on September 6th, 2019, and I ended it on November 23rd, 2020. It is just like a $5, no, I think they're $6 Artist Loft sketchbook, which I like because I don't feel bad experimenting on the pages. This is from a dance video. This is my old D&D character, some doodles. This is the planning page for a shirt that I designed for a class that I had. Maybe I'll insert a picture of it. This is a draw this in your style that I digitalized so it looks a lot better when I posted it. This is kind of a joint effort page because I did this page and my friend did this one. We were at a football game and in between songs, because I was in the pep band, we just kind of doodled. Hello, Cheeto. This was a planning page for Inktober 2019 in which I was going to draw a bunch of Monster High girls, but I never actually ended up going through with it, so it was only this, this, and this, and then these were added later. This I did in my class because I was getting really stressed out. Then I didn't like this page, so I filled it with a palette of random colors that I had left over from a different painting. And then this is, for a little while there was this trend going around where you drew yourself idealized, and this is what my idealized version of myself looked like in 2019, on October 20th, I think? But I recently redid it, and so you'll see that later on in the sketchbook as well. This was my boyfriend at the time, so you're gonna see a lot of a guy that looks kind of similar to that one, because I was trying to figure out how to draw him. And then this is the bear that I was painting when I wanted to empty my palette out on that page. So all of the colors in this bear are all of the colors you see scattered around the place right here in these little squares. There's a lot more experimentation and just mindless drawing in this sketchbook than any of the other ones, I think. Then this is a page on structural color that was a thing that I had just learned about and I thought it was really interesting, so I did a page of notes on it. These are just some random ink things. Originally I was going to turn these shapes into characters, but I thought the shapes weren't good enough. I'm glad that I decided to do a lot more mindless drawing in this sketchbook because it helped me finish it a lot quicker. And I think it helped me experiment a lot more, discover more about my art style. This is a study of Lee Ellickson's stuff, and then I tried to apply it to my own style. This is Wendy from Animal Crossing as a human, except these obviously aren't her colors. I just got a new pack of Tombos and I wanted to try them out. And then there's Tia from Animal Crossing as well, also not in her colors. If you hear that like scratching noise, my cat's cat tree is right next to us, so he's enjoying himself. This is the beginning of when I started the 100 Heads challenge for the second time, and I again didn't follow the 10 heads a day for 10 days thing. I just kind of filled out all the squares and then I went back and I drew a head in them whenever I wanted to. So I used Tombows for the background, except for on this page. On this page I used watercolor and I regretted it, so I didn't do it again. And this is Tombow and highlighter. And these are just Tombows again. And then all the drawings I did with Prismacolor's color pencils. And that's the end of it. And then this was the drawing that I did for New Year's 2020. Oh boy, you're in for a storm. And this is when I first got my printer, so I was just printing out a bunch of stuff. So I printed out a bunch of shoe references and I kind of studied them. Sort of beneficial. I don't think I studied them enough to really get it down properly, but it's good enough. Then this I did in a psychology class, and then these are just ideas for things to paint on pants. A self-portrait. This is one of my favorite pages in the book. It was done only with this like pink ink that I had filled a brush pen with and some blue, pink, and yellow highlighters. Then this is me experimenting with gouache for the first time. And this is just a page of Minecraft notes because I like to build this house a lot, but I can never remember how many blocks it is. What the dimensions are, I mean. This was the sketch that I did for my very first commission page. Then this was me experimenting with a little mini style that's really similar to Animal Crossing characters. We got Froggy Chair and good old Minecraft Steve. There is a TikTok trend going around a little bit where you made a monster girl based off of yourself, such as if your hair is red, then give her red hair, or if your favorite color is blue, make her shirt blue or something like that. So this is what I came up with, and I drew her quite a bit, just for a couple days. Some frogs, because I really needed to learn how to draw animals. This is supposed to be Hayley Kiyoko, but it doesn't look like her, like, at all. So, I don't know. Then this was for an October prompt list thing piece. I had missed like 3 days of it, so this is the Dashtober prompts Strawberry, Metallic, and Owl, all in one drawing. And it's Celeste going after a strawberry, because I thought it was cute. It's now one of my favorite pieces. And then there's Hanako, Yashiro, Taiga, and Ryuji from Toilet Bound Hanako-kun and Toradora. And then Mina Ashido from My Hero Academia. And then this was the Meet the Artist that I did for my birthday in 2020. Yeah, and then here's the original outfit design. And some alternate outfit ideas. Then with this, I took this random picture of myself and I upped the saturation and the contrast and everything just to see how much color I could get out of it without adding any color. And so I came up with this version of it. And then I lowered the opacity and printed it out and tried to see if I could mimic the colors that I saw in it. And I did that for a while because I was trying to figure out how to add color to faces when painting, digital painting, or actually painting in general. I didn't really figure it out, but I think I'm better at it now. This was a day where I had spent the entire day just trying to figure out a better design for my OC Riley Irene. So this is what her first design was, and then after many like color palette changes and outfit changes and stuff, this is her final design. And then I did a page of notes on what I learned about character design that day. Some golden buns and landscape practice. I kind of got into embroidery a little bit, so I bought a little embroidery kit and a blank sweatshirt, and then I wanted to embroider these little hearts on it. I did end up doing that. It didn't turn out great, but it's okay. More frogs from Pinterest, and then I saw these kind of going around on TikTok, and I wanted to see if I could try and do it myself. And it wasn't great, so I tried to work it on my lettering and stuff. That also isn't great. And then here's May in her honeydew skin. I planned to do the 6 fan arts challenge. I only got this far and I didn't do the last 2, but it's Sept. I don't actually remember his name, but he's from Demon Slayer. I think it's Tanjiro. And then Gage, and then the other girl, I don't remember her name either. She's from Yumaniki. And then B from Night in the Woods, but as a human. So the video that I did on the Ohuhu markers, I ended up just pasting all those illustrations into the sketchbook in random places, so you'll see a couple of those pop up. This is a page that is really, really light, but there is stuff there. It was all like planning stuff that I did for a new OC of mine, who at the time didn't have a name, but her name now is Olivia, and she is a frog named Strawberry. At some point, I think I want to illustrate a picture book that is in the style of a children's picture book, but has the story of a not children's picture book. Here are the characters for that story. Harrison and Crawford. And then here's some random shark drawings. And then you can barely see this, but it's like OC page, like full pages of just my OCs. And I'm really proud of these because it helped me figure out proper outfits and shapes and such, and yeah. But actually a lot of them look different now. Then these are bubbling stickers that I had designed. These 2 I haven't done yet, but these 2 I have, and they're up on my Redbubble. These are thumbnails for pieces for October. And I got kind of into strawberry cows for a while. Also drawing with crayons. These are 3 Monster High girls. There's Elizabeth, Honeydew, Honey Swamp, and Vibrine Gorkin. And then around this time I got really into drawing samurai because I was watching a Let's Play of Ghost of Tsushima. So I really want to learn how to draw them. So I did it. Because I wanted to learn how to draw them really bad, I just decided why not just draw them constantly until I can do it correctly. So I did that, and I'd say it is a really good way to learn how to draw things. Then I drew my own little frog-themed suit of samurai armor. And then here is this Animal Crossing character as a human. I can't remember her name, but I do like the outfit. Maybe someday I'll digitalize that. Then when I started college, I took 1 art class, and one of our assignments was to do 8 drawings of our hands with only 1 line, continuous contour, continuous line, something. I don't remember what they were called, but that's what that was. I actually ended up redoing the assignment in the proper sketchbook because we have a specific sketchbook for the class. And yeah, that was basically the only thing I did until I dropped out. Also, this is the new and improved, idealized version of myself. As you can see, it is very different looking than the last one. This is as of October 26th, 2020. And then these I did while listening to songs, and they're inspired by the songs, but sadly I didn't write down what I was listening to, so I don't actually know. Then this was Inktober that I didn't get very far in at all because this is as far as I got, and then I was like, no, I want to give up, and then I was like, no, I can't give up, so I just tried to do like little ones, and I only got to day 9. But yeah, and then this is, I just wasn't feeling this page, so I pasted some of my prompt list drawings on it. They're all Monster High characters except this one. That's Punchline. Some fun clown girls. I was talking to my boyfriend about how I could possibly do digital art traditionally, which I did a video on. You can go ahead and watch that. And I decided that the way to do it would probably be alcohol markers, Posca pens, and glitter. And this is all he heard out of what I said. So I thought it was funny and I wrote it down. And then these are just thumbnails and doodles. And some sketches of random faces, and this was supposed to be a K-pop star, but it doesn't look like him at all. I went with a friend of mine to a job interview at a reptile place, and while I was waiting for her, they had this giant turtle, and I don't remember what kind of turtle it was, but I really liked him. I thought he looked really funny, and his name was Neptune. And then this is the planning list for the last page of my sketchbook. So here's the thumbnail of the foreground and of the background, and then the checklist of all the medias I was going to use on it, and then all the things that I learned in the sketchbook. And here we are. I did a video on the process of this page. I've used all of the art mediums that I own in it. Please go watch it. I spent a lot of time on it. And then this is the digital version of it, which I also wanted to paste in here. But that's the end of the sketchbook. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. After finishing this, it'll wrap up the sketchbook tour series for now, until I'm done with my current sketchbook. I wish everybody good vibes in the new year. Good riddance 2020, 2021, please be good to us. Thank you for looking through my latest sketchbook with me. It was a pleasure to show it to you, and you can join me next week for another video, probably. If you would like to watch the video where I go through the process of creating the last page of my sketchbook, you can click here. And if you want to look at my other videos and my channel in general, you can click here. I had a wonderful time talking to you, and I hope you talk to me again soon. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. Mwah.